What they won't tell you, the sun is a full-spectrum medicine that can heal cancer. Those that have attempted to convince the world that the sun, the Earth's primary source of energy and life, causes cancer, have done so with malicious intent to deceive the masses into retreating from the one thing that can prevent disease. Dave Mihailovic, naturopathic doctor and writer. 1. Truth is, we've been systematically lied to about the sun and skin cancer for years. This video presentation explains fully. How many know that there is no definitive proof that the sun alone causes skin cancer? 2. Can the sun cure cancer? In the book The Healing Sun, author Dr. Richard Hobday documents a wide array of studies which show that the sun protects against cancer of the breast, colon, ovaries and prostate. It can also prevent diabetes, multiple sclerosis, heart disease and high blood pressure, osteoporosis, psoriasis and seasonal affective disorder, SAD. 3. Then there's the case of Dr. Harland G. Kahl, who was diagnosed with skin cancer and was advised by a surgeon to have it removed. Instead, he decided to sunbathe the cancerous area. After a short period of continuous sunbathing, the skin cancer was completely gone. He returned to his MD for a confirmation, and his doctor confirmed that the skin cancer had disappeared and no surgery was required. 3. According to Dr. Barara Zaflak, cancer is helped by sunbathing, writes Dr. Z. R. Keim. Keim writes that those who get more sunlight have less cancer. Sunbathing heals cancer by building up the immune system and increasing the oxygen in the tissues. 4. Still, we're bombarded almost daily with dire warnings from reputable authorities admonishing us, for our own good of course, to avoid the sun at all costs. Epidemic levels of sun phobia. For example, Dr. Robin Ashinoff, Chief of Dermatological and Cosmetic Surgery at Akasaka University Medical Center, advised, wearing sunscreen and then deliberately going out in the sun is almost as bad as going out with no sunscreen at all. She continued, you don't get burned, but the UV rays are still getting into your skin. Sunscreen is important, but you should also wear the right clothing and shield yourself as much as possible from direct sun exposure. 5. Is Dr. Ashiaf advocating a vampire lifestyle? The reality is that the vast majority of people, including doctors, have been duped into believing the myth that the sun is toxic, carcinogenic and a deadly health hazard. That's why most people slavishly and lavishly slather toxic sunscreens on their skin whenever they anticipate direct contact with the sun's rays. But in fact, most conventional sunscreens are cancer-causing biohazards. 6. Meanwhile, the multi-billion-dollar cancer industry and the billion-dollar toxic sunscreen industry are making hay with this hoax. True believers are left scratching their heads in bewilderment as statistics reveal that the dreaded malignant melanoma skin cancer is on the rise. 7. The Sun Doctor. Dr. August Rollier opened the first European sun clinic in 1903 at Lisi, Switzerland. He also wrote a very influential book, Heliotherapy. He was considered the most famous heliotherapist in the world. At his peak, he operated 36 clinics. Dr. Rollier espoused that the sun was an unsurpassed broad-spectrum medicine. He healed his patients using a wholesome diet combined with the power of the sun. By 1933, there were over 165 different diseases successfully treated with heliotherapy, including tuberculosis, wounds, rickets and much more. Dr. Rollier's death in 1954 marked the end of sun therapy, not because it was ineffective, but because it had been replaced by Big Pharma's miracle drugs. Sources for this article include 1. http://prevetdisease.com 2. https www.youtube.com 3. http://online.wsj.com 4. http://curbso.org 5. http://www.authjersey.com 6. http://www.fame.org 7. http://www.acherolos.com 8. http://instituteforhralhelig.com About the author. Paul Fasser is dedicated to warning others about the current corruption of food and medicine and guiding them towards direction for better health with no restrictions on health freedom. http://www.getholistichealth.com/44387/ What they won't tell you: the sun is a full spectrum medicine that can heal cancer.
Debt Free TV, in association with GetOutOfDebtFree.org.